There are rumors about the curse that would hit any team that goes to another region to bootcamp. INTZ losing against Pain Gaming in the CBLOL Grand Final right after they went to NA for a week makes you think again about this curse. Last year, the KD Stars were destroying the Brazilian region before they went for 1 month bootcamp in Europe. When they came back, they lost 2-0 to Kaboom. In 2013, the same happened to Pain Gaming. From another region, CLG went to Korea to prepare for the NALCS playoffs. When they came back, they lost. Is there really a curse going around in bootcamps? Should your team go in a bootcamp ever? When you ask to a pro player, they will almost always tell you that it is worth it to go to another region to train. In the long term, bootcamps are always good. So going in Europe as a Brazilian team will allow you to play against more good teams and just improve yourself. So, if it's so important to go to other regions to train, how come that teams that goes to bootcamps tend to always lose in their playoffs? What went wrong? Well, many things can go wrong. But let's say you have the ideal bootcamp with good computers, good internet, and not too many promo events. There is still the main issue. You are not training for the right event. As a Brazilian team, training against NA and Europe teams will make you a better team. But it will not make you better at beating other Brazilian teams. Training in NA to win the Brazilian final is like doing a marathon in order to get better at 100 meters track and field. Sure, you will be a better runner overall if you train marathon, but you will not get faster at 100 meters. Playing against other regions will show you that your playstyle can be countered. So you will start to play around it and try to adapt. But truth is, teams in your region will most likely not force you out of your playstyle, because it is your regional playstyle after all. So you will start unlearning your strengths and learn new answers to questions that will probably not even be asked. I call that the KD Twisted Fate effect. Twisted Fate has always been a very strong champion in Europe. Twisted Fate is not the best champion at teamfights, but he is one of the best at applying pressure over the map. European playstyle revolves a lot around map pressure, while the Brazilian playstyle is a lot more about teamfights. When KD went to Europe last year, they learned the strength of Twisted Fate against teams playing the European playstyle. But they did not learn the weaknesses of Twisted Fate against teams that are good at forcing teamfights, just like Kaboom was last year. KD will end up tunnel vision on Twisted Fate against a Kaboom team that had all the tools to counter it. What about INTZ this year? Well, that wasn't as obvious. I believe the main reason why INTZ lost was the pressure of the crowd. But it is very hard to prove that the bootcamp undermined the confidence the INTZ players had. In the long run, I believe the INTZ bootcamp in NA will be very positive. But when the CBLOL final is 1 week later, the short-term decisions are often the best decisions. The right decision is to make the bootcamp right after the regional final. But is it that easy? Trust me, it's not. First of all, you have to make sure that when you go there, other teams will be free to play against you. Maybe they will have their own regional, maybe they will be on holiday. They have plenty of reasons not to want to play against you. So you will have to take this into account. Also, do you think INTZ went to Nvidia and said, hey, let's have a 1 week bootcamp 1 week before the CBLOL final? No, that's not how it happened. What happens is NVIDIA has this 1 week where they can receive them and they will pay everything for them to bootcamp in NA. They will come to INTZ and say, okay, we have 1 week at the end of July for you to go in NA for free with good computers, good internet, and with a shuttle to play against the best NA teams. Either you take it or you leave it. If you are INTZ, what do? You give up on this free trip to North America to play against some of the best teams in America and get better in the long term? No thanks. We don't believe we are good enough to go train for a week abroad and come back and still win the Brazilian League. That's not that easy to answer. But now I believe INTZ knows. It's not worth it. And to the next team who happen to be in the same situation, remember, teams before you have made the curse happen. Don't be the next on the list.